Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. Please feel free to like and subscribe or comment down below. Please be advised this video may contain speculations and some opinions. But let's get to what the is going on. Feuding again, Bam Margera, steveo, scrapped footage. Wild Ride podcast calls out that surprise witness, a loony lady. Free Bam movement discussion. Also, always do your own research to come to your own conclusions. Steve-O started out his latest video opening up about how that he is apparently on edge every morning, scared to look at his phone and newsfeed, stating it is genuinely terrifying as he is afraid that he might find or read that something terrible has happened to his old pal Bam Margera. The gang talks about the current news and updates going on with the Jackass alum, saying how rumors are that he has an 8-year-old constantly in his company while riding around randomly with his new girlfriend, possibly on a METH bender. Steve-O adds this is according to TMZ, some really gnarly stuff. Steve-O then brings up subreddit online, strictly devoted to talking about Bam, called Let's Talk Bam. He admits some posts are funny, sad, and even turn out to be breaking news. They have some serious sources, he laughed. Steve-O feels that that's where TMZ is getting their fill-in slow day information. We all know that TMZ is trash garbage tabloids. They don't care about what they are reporting. They just want to be the first headline to be read and spread while collecting tainted money. Now, moving forward, Steve-O brings up that Bam recently found out about the free Bam movement. There is speculation if he really knew, forgot, just found out, or he may be lying. I have in the past been a big supporter of the Free Bam movement alongside the amazing BJ from That Surprise Witness. She does her research. She has answers and proof of things she supports to back it all up. The Free Bam movement is not about, hey, let him do all the you know what and drinking himself silly all he wants. No, not at all. It's about supporting his human rights and how he is treated. Everyone should be treated with equal and same level of respect. We are all human. Steve-O calls out that surprise witness BJ, calling her a loony lady, telling us that Bam asked to do an interview with her, and adds that it was while he was many days into a METH blunder. According to Steve-O, as soon as Bam left her presence, he was said to be attacking, assaulting people. Come on, really? Steve-O, really? My God. All because of her. Yeah, okay. We never had Bam on the podcast when he was under any influence. Allegedly, a member of the Wild Rides crew corrected. Clearly, yes, on purpose. On tour, it wasn't bad. It was awesome, added Steve-O. But Steve-O says he scrapped all the footage and the Bam skateboards are out the window. No money to be made anymore. Yet, as we could see, he is still making videos and content headlining about Bam's life struggles and antics. Just saying. Laughing about Bam's voicemails and his call out for Knoxville to a punch out challenge. I hope to God he gets arrested, Steve-O said strongly. One guy said it doesn't matter about the money and coverage of it all, but maybe jail could save him and keep him safe. Steve-O then continued to say he never wanted to make the reveal or put the idea out there of assumption that Bam is on a METH. bender, but he laughed and made a comment where he insinuates that pretty much he knows from experience that it's probably true. In my opinion and my view of things, at this point, yeah, if Bam is out being reckless and dangerous, and like anybody else, just like me or you, depending on what the situation is, he should absolutely be arrested. Maybe the tough love and reality of jail time might be what he needs, but he doesn't need someone setting him up or enabling him and pretty much guiding him into a setup situation to Marchman Act him, 5150 hold, 302, or put him back into a guardianship or a conservatorship. He should have a say in things. He, like everyone else in this country, has the right to participate and make plans and choices regarding his or her healthcare and life treatment plans. Sometimes you lose people in your life due to sobriety. And also in the opposite, when you don't take the support and help from others. And sadly, people give up, but real ones never do. Tough love does not work for everyone. I personally know some people who have gone to treatments and rehabs many of times over and over, might be sober in their addiction for months or even a year and relapse. No one is perfect, and no one's journey to recovery is easy nor the same as another. There is no one size fits all, just like mental and physical illnesses and disabilities. I stand by BJ, that surprise witness, and her attempts to uncover the truth about the treatment this man has received and been through from his family, friends, and management. I have watched her interviews with Bam multiple times to bring you some in-depth information and personal views on the whole shebang. Many have been giving her crap, saying, you should have waited till he was sober first. First of all, put yourself in her shoes. This major celebrity who is followed and highly reported on by the litigious TMZ, and the stories are always chaotic, reaches out and shows up at your doorstep. Are you really going to slam the door in their face? Yeah, no. Drunk, sober, whatever. Let's be real here. You wouldn't. You would be talking to them and feeling the waters. And if they were violent or something, you would probably just try to calm them down or call the cops. But I don't really see. He was calm, so why would she turn him down? When will you ever experience the chance or opportunity again to get some answers? Regardless if the person's words are true or not, you will be getting their side of the story and their truth and how they feel and view the whole situation straight from their own mouth. No, he said, she said bullshit. BJ made a statement before the video, and it honestly saddened me that she had to do that, not to just cover her ass, but because she already has had people bash her when all she has been doing is helping someone and being an advocate for human rights. She is not bothering Bam. He seeked her out, and he is not complaining. So all these YouTubers making videos telling BJ to back off, you need to shut up. Sorry, not sorry. She explained that he seemed to be sober, and during the course of the interview, someone had handed him a cup of something. He was drinking, and she does not know what exactly it was, but it's possible it could have been alcohol, but she's not 100% sure. He acted accordingly in her home and did not pull any violent or disruptive behavior or concerns like TMZ would be expected to report. Trust me, if he did, she would tell you flat out. She's always been real as fuck. Come on. But that was not the case. You see, he was shocked and joyful at times about the information she knew and that she uncovered and put together. He even thanked her. He has been alone in this fight for a while. His family and some friends have been either feeding him drinks and, yes, putting him around situations that are unhealthy to his recovery. And then next thing you know, bam, it's all over the news and blown out of proportion in all angles and directions. Watch the damn footage and body cam videos if you need to see to believe. Below in the description, I will include some videos of BJ investigates for all of you to check out if you have not already. She is not everyone's cup of tea, but she brings it piping hot and with a side of in your face. I love it. That's my girl. Always fighting with and for us, the people. I came across a video from a young woman who titled her content about BJ, that surprise witness, needs to stop. I watched and listened. I like to hear people out and their arguments before I make and pass judgment or opinions. Well, 2 hours later, yes, she complained about BJ for 2 hours. Anyways, within just a few minutes into her intro, she was already calling BJ cheap, dangerous, and disgusting. I get your passion, but you don't have to be rude and distasteful. With a bunch of insults, she degrades BJ and discredits her work with Free Britney. Oh my God, girl, just stop. You're making yourself look bad. BJ found out so much information that was hidden, as well as not stopping when she was being attacked, pretty much, not just by fans with opposite opinions, but from Lou Taylor herself and Lima. She asked the questions we all were dying to ask and wondering about. And boy, did she bring and provide those answers. As this chick gets onto the topic of Bam, she pretty much calls Lima an innocent woman. Okay, that is a huge error in itself there. Even without the link to Bam, you could see Lima's work with Amanda Rabb was chaotic, not specialized properly, and was actually seemingly using her like a test dummy patient to laugh, mock, and harm in experiments of her so-called treatment methods. There's footage out there. Amanda not wanting to participate in some activities that triggered her, and it continues. Anyways, go look for it. This young woman brings up slave princess and QAnon. Now, look, whether you believe certain things or not, if you look, there is proof of some of the bizarre gatherings and traditions of high elites. Shit's scary. And sadly, some is true. Just because you disagree with someone else's beliefs or work, you can still be fair and respectful. She didn't really do that. It was all sass, no class. Don't get me wrong, the girl is comfortable and very good on camera, but 2 hours of her sitting on the floor bashing others doesn't appeal much to me. Now, I'm not going to get into more details. If you want to go watch it for yourself, it's out there on YouTube. But in the end, she goes by the words of Bam Margera and the statements that he has put out. But how does she even know all that's true? She doesn't. Jess, of all family members, has made the most of his opportunities, taking advantage of Bam's money and fame. For fuck's sake, his brother is living in Castle Bam, having Bam not allowed to go to his own property. Keeping secrets in Hollywood and the celebrity world has been going on for years. Lies and scripted answers to cover things up. There's too much money at stake. They don't look at these celebrities as humans. They look at them as investments. And obviously, they don't want to lose money, but clearly want to always gain. So why damage the image of their client, their cash cow? Going back to the original topic at hand, Bam. Bam did another part 2 interview with BJ called Bam Margera is Scared on her podcast. Drunk in this segment, and BJ does not lie or hide that. She even corrects him on things she finds odd or misunderstood. Like 1 second he says he broke his finger while he was arrested or something like that. And then the next minute it was at a Lil Wayne concert. She doesn't sugarcoat shit, y'all. She clears shit up. Bam clarified he is now free, but is still being set in traps by people supposedly close to him. They discuss his mother, April, and he feels that his mom disagrees with everyone, especially with specialists, all the time. To me, it seems like April is just probably scared for her son and doesn't know what else to do to help her son. at the end of the rope and suggests trying everything possible. Bam is deep in his addictions and illness, but that doesn't mean he is a waste of life. Not at all. He is not exactly lost. He is kind of just wandering in circles. Some people need more help and time than others. You cannot force someone into sobriety, but you can support and help guide them. If we really want to get into it, Bam has not been the same ever since he lost his best friend, Ryan Dunn. Bam, honestly, in my thought, is lost when it comes to trusting. As one minute he says he loves Leema to death, but the next he's complaining about her, which shows me that he wants to trust her, but what she keeps doing to him makes him anxious, and the wall goes up because he knows it's usually going to turn out the same, that it's a setup, a lie. Recently, about 5 days after the interview with BJ, it was reported that Bam was missing again and had run off into the woods. Of course, they added some embellishments towards their smear campaign. He had a recent court date, an appearance in Pennsylvania at 8:30 a.m., and he did show up with a lawyer who was actually Trump's former impeachment lawyer. Apparently, Jess has a studio in the works and rents out the skate barn out on Bam's property, supposedly. Bam believes he wants to have him 302 sectioned and keep him in California, away from the castle and Jesse's new plan for money flow. Bam says he looked and read Jesse's phone and saw messages which set him off and plans to sue his brother and evict him from the home. In the middle of the sit down, Bam says the definition of what causes someone to drink is Nikki, his somewhat estranged wife, the mother of his child, continuing to say details of how she makes things hard for him and pushes his buttons. Clearly, she knows how to trigger him. And that's not healthy for anybody when people are doing that. Sadly, the multiple interview podcast sit-downs are on pause. They were looking to see if on a Sunday they could work it out, but that was the day he apparently got into that altercation with his brother. Bam running off and disappearing was not BJ's fault. I repeat, that was not in relation to BJ whatsoever. Y'all need to leave her alone. As for the Margera family, you guys really need to listen and learn this time. Maybe seek a new guide for healthy avenues for someone else, maybe a real professional, not Leema. Clearly, it's been how long? And none of her tactics have worked. Just saying. While reviewing and writing this, BJ had put out a video regarding addressing the criticism that she's received. Good for you, girl. You know your worth and your talents. Love you, mean it. And let me add this, Bam is not easy to interview, and you did a good job trying to make sure keeping the focus ball rolling on the answers, as he tends to get a bit off track at times. I respect your efforts and work. Thank you for letting him speak for himself. We do appreciate you. I'm Leenda, and that's for the record, Your Honor.